Hey everyone, this is Janice, the Craftin Geek, and I am going to make something really special today. My husband and I are celebrating our 25th anniversary, and I'm going to show you how to make these. Aren't they beautiful? These are flowers. They look like peonies, and they're made by something as simple as these, just coffee filters. And I'm making centerpieces for our party, and I wanted to start since our party's in June, but I wanted to get started since I had so many to make, and I wanted to show you how to make them. So what I'm using, let me put this aside, I am using two things. Skewers. You can buy them in the dollar store. I think I bought, this is a pack of 100, and I think I paid $2 for them. Just these are 12-inch skewers. And these are coffee filters that I had in my cabinet for several years because we now own a Keurig and we no longer need these, and I didn't want to throw them out. Happened to run across somebody's blog about these. So what you do is you take filters, you need 10 of them, and you separate them into two different piles of 5, and you do this. You just fold them and then fold them in half and fold them again, and you want to cut off. There's no measuring here, just kind of eyeball it. That's it. That's all I've been doing. And then you take the next one. The only thing that you need to do is make sure that one and the other are two different sizes. So I'll make this one a little bit smaller. And now you take them, and you can see they're two different sizes. Let me do that. There you go. So then you take this, and you just, we're going to make almost like a heart shape. Nothing special. There is no rhyme or reason. And do the same thing to this one. And it's just to mimic some petals. Now, they don't need to be perfect because, again, these are going to be just all bunched up together, so you're not going to see if they're perfect. And then I cut a little tiny notch at the bottom. This is just to get the skewer through it without having to constantly poke it. It's just easier. Now, let me push that aside. Take a skewer and separate your leaves out, or your petals out. And you'll have a pile of 5. Let me do that. Of the small, and a pile of 5 of the larger ones. And with your trusty glue gun, take the small one, and I use, there's two ends. Here's your pointy end, and then there is your flat end. I've been using the flat end, and because I don't know what I'm going to do yet, if I'm going to put them in styrofoam or what. So I just take this, and I hope you can see this. I'm just putting a little dab, dropping it on there, and there is no rhyme or reason. You just twist it. That's it. And then you just dab a glue, and you take the next one of the same size, the smaller. We're going to start with the smaller ones first. And again, twist it. And honest, this is so easy. I'm not even going to stop the camera. I'm going to do it right in front of you. Again, there's the next one. I'm pushing it in, twisting, no rhyme or reason, and put a little bit of glue, and there's the next one, and the next one. There you go. Just a dab. You don't even have to do it. If you put enough glue, you can even do it several times. And you just twist. Now, we're going to come to the larger ones. I'm just going to put a little bit more glue on it. Now be careful. The hot glue is very hot. And as I'm doing this, yes, I am burning myself, but all in the name of crafting. We do this, don't we? So, next one. Put it here. and put the next one on. And I'm just kind of squishing and scrunching, and I'm not even going in one particular direction. I'm just kind of squishing them all down. And trust me, in the end, don't be really particular about this, because in the end, they come out so nice. And I was going to have fancy centerpieces, you know, done for our party, and being a crafter, I guess I couldn't do it. I wanted to, and these are going to be fancy, don't get me wrong, once I get the centerpieces all done, but I just couldn't see spending money on centerpieces when I would rather spend it on something else that would be party related. So you can always use a new pair of shoes. So here we go. Here's the last one, and I'm going to kind of dab this a little extra on the bottom and twist it around. And this is what I do. I take it, once it's all done, it's all kind of down, and I take my hot glue and I just run a bead along the bottom of it. And this is more to hold it down and seal it in. Now, there's a million strings, and I know we'll get rid of those. So right now, this is what I do, and I put it aside just to dry. And let me do that. And this is the one that I just did, and that's how it's done. You could see that there's no rhyme or reason, and now I'm going to turn it over so you can see the magic of the flower. And there you go. Look at this. How beautiful is that? Really simple and beautiful. I've even taken some of the glimmer mist, and I'm going to actually spray each one of them. And I just thought these were pretty. And then when you put them all together in a vase, they look pretty in a vase like that. I'll take a picture of them a little up close, but you can see how pretty they become. You can make them all sizes. You don't need to cut down your filters. You can make them the full size, and just one set of 5 just cut slightly smaller, and I've done that. And it came out this big. This one, I was playing around, and I was using my first one I made. I wanted to see what they would look like before I pulled up the glue gun, but it seems like the glue gun is the best way to go, because they're clear, you can't see it, and it's really simple. The only thing you need is a hot glue gun, some glue sticks from, you know, and then some coffee filters with some skewers. I've seen them where they've used floral wire, but I wanted to have something sturdier should I decide to cut them down and stick them into styrofoam to make more of a topiary. So once I know what I'm going to make, I will post a picture of the final centerpiece, but that won't be for several months. So anyway, happy crafting. Try these out. I was even thinking of making these, putting some glitter on them and putting them in my Christmas tree this year. And making a very floral looking Christmas tree. So it still may be. I may have a picture posted of that. So anyway, have a great day. Happy crafting. And remember to visit me at my blog at craftinggeek.blogspot.com, and have a wonderful day.